Hello viewers, it's a pleasure having you on our program today on Class Online School. We are still on our sex education series under our guidance and counseling. If you have not subscribed to our channel, subscribe. If you've subscribed, share our videos. Our previous episode on sex education was on puberty, and we discussed extensively on that. Go back. We'll share the link below this video. Check out the link. Today we are going to talk about relationship. Relationship as it concerns dating, family, and friends. Now, on Class Online School, we are of one view that dating at an early age or as a teen or teenager is not always advisable. Why? Because at that teen age, at that adolescent age, you do not know what your likes really is. You do not know what your dislike is. And you do not know what value system you want to build or portray. And so it is better for you to get off this teen age and then proceed into adulthood before you make any decision as it concerns your relationship. And so now we are going into this topic improper about dating and others. Pauline has to say on this. So Pauline.
Thank you very much, Mercy. Like she said, I'm going to talk about dating. What is dating? Dating is a social activity in which your romantic interest is focused on a particular person, and that person's interest is also focused on yours. So, whether you people are talking secretly, in the open, through the phone, the internet, as long as your romantic interest is focused on the opposite sex, then that is called dating. Why do people go into dating? They do this so that they'll get to know each other and know if this person is a suitable partner for them. The truth is, there is no right or wrong ways about dating. There's no right or wrong ways or reasons of even dating. It's just what works for you and what doesn't. But like the advice she said, dating is not something you just gamble into. You play over it, no. Because the reason is that you are toiling with the person's emotions. So before you go into dating for the right reasons, to know if that person is suitable for you, and don't just toy with the person but in an honorable manner. What are the types of dating? We have 7 good types of dating. What are they? We have the online dating, speed dating, blind dating, double dating, casual dating, secret dating, and serious dating. We are going to pick this one by one. We are going to elaborate on these datings we just mentioned. The first one we mentioned is online dating. What is online dating? Online dating is where people go and meet to know each other. They do this via the internet. Sometimes you know of WhatsApp. You can get to them through the WhatsApp. They exchange photos, pictures from the WhatsApp, emails.
Even Facebook Messenger.
Thank you. Even Facebook Messengers too. So when they have this mutual connection, they will now arrange to meet in person. So that is online dating. This goes through the net. Then we'll talk about speed dating. Speed dating, this is generally set up by an organization. Different candidates will come up to meet their various candidates too. And it is called speed dating because they spend no less than 5 to 10 minutes with each of these candidates. Once the 5 minutes is up, they will move to another candidate. There are much. Many persons, they love this kind of.
I think I've watched that on Steve TV on YouTube.
True. So it's majorly set up by an organization. Then we have the blind dating. I think, what do you think about blind dating?
Blind dating is a situation where your peers, your friends, or interested individuals who are interested in you try to set two persons up. They sort of arrange for two persons who have never seen each other, they've never met, they'll come together to see areas of interest, whether they can go into a long-lasting relationship. I think that is blind dating.
Very, very true. Here, parents, you need to advise your children on this aspect, because most times when the girl or the boy child is like saying, I'm not ready for this, those of their peers will like say, oh, so you're telling me now
I want to arrange for you. Don't worry, when you meet the girl, you're going to like her. She's very interesting. You say, okay. And the guy became so curious, or the girl becomes so curious, okay, I want to meet this person.
And before you know, they started dating in a wrong way. Now, what about double dating? Most people think double dating is when a guy dates more than one girl, but in this case, no. Double dating involves couples going out together. This is normally common among teenagers, including some adult couples too, who have similar interests. Sometimes this is done to know if your mates can like associate with other people around. So they just arrange and maybe travel out of the vicinity they are to another location just to get to know themselves better. Then that will also take us to serious dating.
Serious dating?
Yeah, serious dating is when two people date only themselves. They don't have any external person, they just date themselves. And sometimes this really involves commitment. And as time goes on, before you know, they start, oh please, will you marry me? They give you a ring, and the next thing you are engaged. Before you know what's happening, wedding bells. So that is serious dating.
Just like the name sounds.
Yes, just as the name sounds. Then we have the casual dating. You know, before I said double dating, it's not the one that you like think of a guy dating more than one person. That is casual. Casual dating now involves a guy dating lady A and lady B. If case not take, even lady C self will join. That is casual dating. This kind of a person has no honorability in himself because he doesn't care about the person. All he wants is just to satisfy his sexual urge, jumping from one bed to another. There is great disadvantage in this kind of dating. As the series continues, you will see them, and please don't even try thinking about it. If you've been doing it before, you see the reasons why you have to stop. Then the last here is secret dating. What is secret dating?
Secret dating is a kind of dating where nobody knows that the two of you, the boy and the girl, they are into a relationship. And most times, our teenagers, our adolescents, young ones, they go into secret dating because their parents, their aunties, their guardians, people who are caregivers and caretakers of these individuals do not know that they are into any relationship. So they secretly date on the ground. Nobody knows. But the problem we have with this kind of dating is that most persons have met their waterlow as regards this kind of dating, because since the boy or the girl knows that nobody knows about this relationship, they can do anything possible in their hands. Some persons have been murdered. Some persons have been duped. And so many other things we have been hearing online and offline as regards this dating. And so for our young ones there, please, if you are into any relationship, be it secret, be it a kind of relationship you don't want your parents to know, please let them know so that they know your whereabouts and know who you are with. They are responsible for your life. If you toy with it, it will be so bad and it will affect your family and your parents. So always confide in your parents who you are going out with. Even if they are not in support of it, make it know that this is who I am with. So that in case of emergency, eventuality or anything, they know who to ask. and who is answerable to them. But if you hide it and keep it all secret, anything happens to you, they might not know your whereabouts. So secret dating is in no way advisable for teens. Not even for anybody, whether you are an adult too. We don't advise secret dating.
You know, sometimes these teenagers, they go into secret dating because they don't have this open communication line with
their parents.
So, or their guidance. So once this comes up, they'll say, if I go and tell my mommy now that, or my guardian that, see, she might react like this, or he might react like this. So they tend to like keep it to themselves. So the advice from the guardians, parents, aunties, uncle, have this open communication line with your teens. Discuss with them totally, in and out, from the heart. Make them feel warm, welcome to you, so that if they have anything to discuss, they can openly discuss it with you, instead of like running to their peers and the peers tell them, okay, fine. Even some of them say they don't even discuss it with their peers. That's why it's called secret dating.
They just do it blindly.
Like what my sister here says, it is a no. Don't even think about it. Just feel free, discuss anything with your guidance, and you see that things will move on smoothly with you.
And for parents, if we come to the family aspect, you will hear more. But for parents, even if you do not accept your child dating at an early age, and you see your child into that mess, try as much as possible to discuss things over with your child.
That's true.
Scolding the child, driving the child away, making things worse for the child.
You're making a great mistake.
Big mistake. And so the solution is discern. Try to reason with the child. Though what the child is doing is totally wrong, but remember, he or she is still a teen. He's still an adolescent. They need your guidance. They need our guidance. So please, play on their own. Play with them. See how you go with them. See how you can be able to correct that unacceptable behavior. The way you approach matter will make it acceptable or non-acceptable. We have seen different kind of dating that both adolescents, both teenagers, both adults can go into. But are there really disadvantages about dating? Of course, yes. The number one disadvantages of dating we want to talk about is internet predators. And if you have been conversant with our videos, if you check our teen shows on sexual predators, we discuss extensively on that. So go back, watch our teen show on that area. We'll give you that clip in a short while.
Online predators. What are online predators?
Online predators are internet users who exploit children or teens for sexual or violence.
Online predators give threats which may cause fear and embarrassment. Online predators use internet and communication technology to target their victims. Online predators try to seduce their victims using attention, affection, gifts, time, money.
Then we'll still discuss on physical violence. Please allow me to quote from Alabama Coalition Against Domestic Violence. This person said 1 in 3 teens will experience in their lives this physical violence, and it involves maybe shoving or hitting, and sometimes if it is a serious violence, it will lead to strangulation and at the end death. So you see, there's lots of disadvantages. Something that leads to death is not something you will joke with. So be careful with whoever you want to go out with or date. Then we have the sexual violence. This is also known as acquittance rape. In most times, it's common in parties where young teens, they go out with who they don't know. They just go out, want to hang out, they go to parties late at night, and at the end they meet some boys. Before you know, 1 or 2 things will lead to another. And these days, they normally use this drug. Yes, they drug their drinks. And after putting drugs in their drinks, after taking it, they will not know what is happening around them. for, let's say, up to 1 hour, and this will really give them the opportunity to
do whatever they
do
like.
whatever they
So
want.
what
with
happens
this.
within that 1 hour? They are unconscious.
They don't know. Do you get it? So sexual violence occurs during this kind of dating too. So our teens need to be very, very careful. It is not all parties you go to. It is not. Once it's late at night, let's say from 6, you are not even supposed to be at any party. Start going to your house. What will you be doing there at that time? So the best thing
We
is
will
that,
talk about family coffee.
good.
How parents can set standards for their teen. The rates or the measure of independence they can give to their teen. That will be an episode that we're going to talk about on its own.
Very, very true. Very, very true. So to avoid these sexual assaults, stop going to parties. Or not even
At
parties, especially at night. Sometimes too, you might see
Accompany
somebody.
friends.
Yes, you accompany friends. When you accompany friends, before you know, you don't know what that person has in mind for you. You go there before you see the person will not go. The next thing they'll bring the drink. It will be in that same house you've been going to before. They'll give you the drink, and the next thing they'll make good use of you there.
Many cases have shown that this is actually happening. So are things out there. Be one. Your friends matters a lot. Even your trusted friend today may be your betrayer tomorrow.
True.
So be careful people you hang out with, and be careful how you drive your emotion all around. So we are moving next to the family, relationship with the family. We'll find out that once a child gets to that teen age, you find out that the child tend to feel this independent kind of life. So most times, once our children, our teen children, our adolescent children gets to that adolescent age, we see them feel that quest for independence. We see them have that shift from their family to their peers, to their friends, to most time outsiders. And so they feel that their family, their parents, whoever is around them is inconveniencing them because they want an independent lifestyle. So the relationship you as a parent will see that will come between you and your child, there will be this wide range of gap that will come in between. And remember, we are talking about dating. We're talking about relationship. Now, at this age, if you allow that wide range of communication gap to exist between you and your child, that's trouble looming for you. So parents, no matter how withdrawn your children is, no matter how withdrawn your teenagers are, try to draw them closer. It is your sole right, it is your sole responsibility to drag them in. Remember, at this stage, you need to discuss sexual activities, sexual relation, different things that concern sex education improper with this child, because you have seen the shift. So there are lots that is required of you as a parent. So some few words of advice for our parents is: talk to your teenagers about relationship issues, about dating, and about romantic relationship. We'll talk about romantic relationship in a subsequent episode. If you encourage conversation about their feelings, their kind of friends, and their relationship with others at this stage, it's going to be good because they will see you as a trusted friend. And no matter which dimension they want to go, they want to fall back to you. And another thing is, teenagers should maintain friendly relationship with families, not romantic relationship. Even if you advise them to make friends, always hit on the point that they can have friends. Even if it's friends of the opposite sex, then make it clear to them that there should be a boundary. There should be where you draw the line. There should be where you cross the line. Let them know that making friends with the opposite sex is not wrong. But when wrong intentions start creeping in, it becomes wrong. if you inform them, they see you in such a, oh, that means my parents are not against me making friends. Because once you tell them, don't make friends with any boy, don't make friends with this, don't make friends with that, they look at you as you selecting friends for them, and they won't be happy with you. That's the plain truth. So instead of you being hard on them like that, tell them you're free to make friends. But be careful. We'll talk about that in friends, your choice of friends. But as a family, as their parents, as their guardians, guide them in the proper way. Let them know that making friends is not the issue. That the relationship that comes with making such friends is what matters. Should it be dating kind of relationship? Should it be romantic relationship? Let them know, set the boundary, let them know you can do this, you can do this, but this, don't do it. That will give them the opportunity to make better friends. Then, from the age of 9 to 11, you find out that children start to show more attention to their friends, like I said, than their family. Now, how does the family and how does the friends comes into play in your teen's life? What kind of roles do the friends they make play in their life? Let's see how we can help our teenagers, how we can equally help parents to advise their teen on the choice of friends, or how friendship affects their relationship. Pauline, what do you think is the role of friends in a teen's life or in an adolescent life? I want you to come in there and tell us more.
Let's discuss about friendship. What do we think friendship is? The word friendship is very vague, but I'll try to pick out one or two things so that we'll get the real understanding of friendship. To my little understanding, friendship is when you have somebody you can discuss anything with. Sometimes you might not even want to discuss it with your parents or your spouse, but you feel like discussing it with the person. It's somebody you can run to when you're in problems. You can cry and the person will tell you it's okay. It is somebody you have something that is bothering you. Probably you're making a decision and maybe you tell the person and the person tells you that no, this decision you're about to take, it's not okay, it's not fine. There will be lots of disagreement between both of you, but at the end it will also make your friendship closer. So in a nutshell, I think friendship is when you have a close relationship with somebody. You'll be able to discuss anything with the person all your lives. You don't hide any secret from the person. The person knows you and you know the person. That is friendship. How can we now select such a person to be our friends?
So now it comes to our choice of friends.
Yes, our choice of friends. We are going to discuss 3 areas concerning choosing our friends. One of them is admirable qualities. The second one is live by praiseworthy standards. And the last one is having a positive influence on you. If you can walk yourself through these 3 qualities we just mentioned, then I think if you see somebody having these 3 things, then that person is really qualified to be a friend.
So that means our teens should set standard of who they wish to become their friends.
That is very true. That is very true. We are going to take admirable qualities. The truth is that not everyone who claims to be a friend has what it takes to be a friend. Why did I say so? Please allow me to quote from the Bible. There says, there are companions that are ready to crush one another. What do I mean? It might even seem harsh, but think about this. Somebody you call your friend, before you know what is happening, he will go behind you, start talking bad things about you, and where you heard it, how will you feel? Hearing a friend, somebody you call your friend, spoiling your name, talking so much bad things about you, will you be happy?
Of course not.
Yes, exactly. The answer to that is no. What about somebody you call your friend? You tell him that, look, oh, this is what I want to do. At the end, he turns around and betrays you. How will you feel?
Bad too.
So you see, the essence that is that such experience will surely crush that person's heart. So one thing in mind is that always remember that when it comes to friendship, quality is more important than quantity. You have like 4,000 friends, and those friends are just false friends.
They are more of acquaintance than friends.
Exactly. Do you get it? So look for somebody that truly loves you for who you are, not the false friend. Then the second one says, live by praiseworthy standards. What do I mean? So many persons, like I said earlier, are desperate of having friends. So gathering lots of friends, before you know, they settle down for the wrong kind of friends. So that person should avoid any person that turns back to sound reasoning. Don't make that person your friend, because the person will lead you astray. So look for somebody that has a very good standard. When you do that, then I think you have a right friend to be discussing anything you want with that person. Choose your friends wisely. Be discriminate. Don't be prejudiced. No. What I'm trying to say here is that be perspective enough to know a good friend and a bad one. Because there's this saying, by their character, know them. So please.
No, not easy. But try as much as possible to know those you make your friends by their character.
Yeah. And choose wisely. That will take us to the third point, which is positive influence. What do you think about positive influence?
Yes. Like, we see most successful persons have this take that surrounding yourself with positive individuals gives you that edge to be a positive person. So surround yourself with positive people. Positivity is the soul of life. If your friends are those who have good outlook to life, friends you have are those who do not go into teen dating, friends you have are not those who are into one form of sexual activity or the other, friends you have are not those who will lead you into committing different kind of vices that is against societal value. Then those kind of friends are good. Look for friends that have same mindset with you, like-minded people who are focused about their career, people who are focused on building their personality, people who are focused on having good relationship with their parents, people who are ready to adjust and make correction when they are corrected, people who are ready to help you improve your life. Those should be people you should surround yourself with. Not individuals who will tell you let's leave school to go do one kind of activity or the other. We will talk more on friendship when we talk about cultism and social vices. We will get to that. So always drop by and you will see more of our content for our teens and parents.
Do you know that most persons choose the wrong friends because they want to be popular in school?
Yes, popularity. Yes.
Let me tell you something. I don't know if you know this game they call chess. You know, the pawns, they don't move by themselves. Somebody has to move them. So if you associate with such a person, seriously, you become a pawn in a chess board.
That's true.
Because the person will start moving exactly up and down because you want to be popular. And you know the bad thing about it? It will kill your good character. So like she said earlier, look for somebody that will have a positive influence in your life and you'll be glad you did.
So good association leads to a better life. Bad association leads to pitfalls. Thank you, Pauline, for coming. Thank you for your word of advice. And for our teams there, you've seen that you have to set standard for yourself on those you take as your friends. And you have seen different form of dating. And just like I said on the onset, be careful about dating because you don't know what you want as a teen. Wait until you transit gracefully into adulthood. Then you know that whichever relationship you're going into is going to lead to something positive. Then if you're not able to cope, you can quit. We've seen many things commit suicide because the expectation of life did not come true. That's because your fragile mind have not developed. We want you to live. We want you to be better teens. And we want you to be teens who become good adults. Don't kill yourself because of relationship. Always have good relationship with your parents. Your family comes first. If you listen to good motivational speakers or good motivators, they let you know that your family is the number one thing in your life.
That's true.
Every other thing falls after that. So make your family your priority, not your friends. Don't shift away from your family. Our teens out there, you've seen it all. Build healthy relationship. Be a better teen. Try as much as possible to see how you can apply this piece of advice we have here for you. And for parents, guidance, other individuals who are caregivers, who are caretakers, who manages teens or children. Let's see how you can incorporate these few words of advice. And from Pauline, what's one word of advice to
Try to be who you are. Don't imitate anybody. Be yourself always. And remember, your parents, don't joke with them. Make them your friends. They are your number one priority.
So you've had it all. Thank you for dropping by. Always drop by. We'll have good content for you. We want you to be better teens. Until next time, from Pauline, thank you for calling. Bye. Bye.